If you want an efficient way to prevent any oil sludge from gunking up your 2.0 liter, this Mishimoto baffled oiled catch can will be a great addition to your 2018 or newer JL Wrangler. Now this will be a great pick if you have a stock or modified setup and you want to increase your engine's longevity by reducing oil sludge and all that gunk from making its way into your engine. Now this will ultimately keep everything cleaner while also being very easy to maintenance, so it's for the JL owner who is not looking for anything too complicated when it comes to getting better performance and better longevity. Now you may not know or realize it, but oily vapors on their way out of your engine can sneak right back in through the PCV system, which can create a buildup over time and can bog down your engine's performance. Now that is usually a problem that ends up happening over a longer period of time, but what this is going to do is feature a quality design to eliminate the opportunity for that extra oil to get in, preserving the performance and the lifespan of your JL, and to prevent any fuel dilution and preserve its octane rating. Now this will hold up to 7.5 ounces of oil, which is not only a lot compared to most other options, but it's also going to be very easy to empty every 3,000 miles or so, just like your average oil change, making it a hassle-free way to make a big difference for your motor. Now getting into the build of this catch can here is going to be made of a solid billet aluminum construction with a nice anodized black finish on top to prevent any corrosion on the can itself. On the inside, this is going to feature an internal baffle and air turbulators to condense the oil, fuel, or water that gets into the system, and it's going to have a 50 micron sintered bronze filter that captures all those carbon particles. Now the base of the can itself is going to be knurled, and that's going to make it a lot easier to take off even if it's oily when you're doing an oil change. This kit will also come with a 3mm thick steel bracket and a nice black powder coat to match the catch can and prevent any rusting on the bracket itself. This will have factory style quick disconnect fittings and pre-cut hoses, and of course all the other hardware that you need for a straightforward install. As far as price goes, this is going to be roughly $300, which is very average for an oil separator, and I think that there's a lot of quality in the design that makes it well worth that price. And I think this sets itself apart from the rest of the details, again, in the quality of the construction, and Mishimoto takes it the extra mile when it comes to the fittings feeling like they came with the Jeep from the factory, and not to mention the impressive capacity compared to other smaller options. Now I think if you're looking for a quality option specific to your 2.0 liter, then this is going to be right up your alley. When it comes to install, this will be a very easy 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you about 20 minutes to get the job done with some pretty basic hand tools. Now one of our guys here in the shop is going to show you how to get this onto your JL step by step, so that's going to wrap it up for my review. Let's go ahead and get into the details.
For this install, you would need a 3/8 ratchet, an extension, a 10, an 8, and a 7mm socket, a 2.5mm Allen wrench, a clip removal tool, and a 7/8 wrench. All right, today we're gonna be installing a catch can on our Jeep Wrangler, so let's get started. All right, we're gonna remove our connector off our intake tube here and the clip for the wiring. So we're gonna take our clip removal tool, get on there and pop it off. Take our connector, push down, pull out. All right, now we can loosen our 2 clamps for our intake tube. Clamp here and a clamp here. We're gonna grab our ratchet with our 8mm socket and loosen them up. All right, we're going to remove our 2 10mm bolts from our tube. And now we can pull our intake tube out of the way. All right, we're going to remove our engine cover. We have to remove our 2 10mm bolts out of the front of the engine cover and then pop the cover off. All right, now we're going to remove our vent tube. We're gonna move from this side and this side. We're gonna start here. You're gonna push down this tab, pull up. We're gonna go to this one. You can turn it if you need to. You gotta squeeze it together and pull it off. All right, before we install the catch can in, we just need to install our fittings onto the can. So you have 2 of them. We're gonna thread them on by hand and then tighten them down with our 7/8 wrench. All right, now we need to install our bracket. First thing we need to do is we need to take our two 10mm bolts out of our vacuum pump so we can slide the bracket under. All right, we're gonna lift it up, slide the bracket under, put our bolts back in. All right, now we are ready to mount our can. Can is going to mount underneath. Line up the holes, and there's 3 supplied 2.5mm Allen bolts that we're going to tighten down. All right, we're now ready to install our hoses. We're gonna start with the out hose. We're gonna get our hose clamp, slide it over the ends, clip it over the fitting, lock the tab in place, and then slide the end onto our catch can. All right, slide the clamp into place, and tighten it down with our 7mm socket. All right, before we go to put our longer hose on, the inlet hose, the stock hose that we took off, we just need to slide this end off so we can install it on the new hose. Now to install the factory hose onto our new hose, we're gonna take our hose clamp, slide it over, and slide the old factory hose onto the new fitting. Now we're gonna slide our hose clamp over and tighten that down with our 7mm socket. Now we're going to install our hose. We're going to start by taking our clamp, sliding over the end for the catch can, sliding it underneath and plugging it in. Take our other end and clip it in place. And now we can tighten down our last hose clamp. All right, we're gonna reinstall our engine cover. Put it back on the studs on the back, push down. Make sure the hose is routed in this groove. Put our 10mm bolts back in. All right, we're gonna put our intake tube back in place and slide it over turbo muffler and the air box. Put our 2 10mm bolts back in. Now we can tighten our 2 clamps back down for 8mm socket. And lastly, plug our sensor back in.
So that's going to wrap it up for my review and the install of this Mishimoto baffled oiled catch can fitting all 2018 and newer 2.0 liter JL Wranglers. And remember, for all things Jeep, keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.